Hello students, welcome to Accounting Explained at Accountwise Academy. This is Latha Venkateshwaran. First, let us solve the 3 marks questions. Students, in the previous video, we covered 1 mark question till question 20. Now, we are going to see the question number 21. Question number 21 is a choice question. 2 questions will be given. You can attend one of the questions, either or. Okay. So, 21A is explain the 3 fundamental accounting assumptions or concepts. They have specifically told explain, and this is a 3 mark question. It is not enough if you write only the headings. You have to explain about the headings at least in one sentence. Okay. Now, let us see the answer. First assumption is going concern assumption. The business will continue to operate for the foreseeable future and will not be closed or sold. This is the explanation you are going to give. Okay. I will explain this in simple words for you to understand in a better way. This means we prepare the financial statements with the belief that the company will not get shut down but will continue to operate in the future. This is why we record assets at their historical cost and depreciate them over their life. Okay. Next, consistency assumption. What you have to write is the same accounting policies and methods will be used from one accounting period to the next. I'll explain what it is. This means a business should use the same accounting methods like the same method of depreciation. So if you are going to use straight line method of depreciation, you have to use the same straight line method of depreciation year after year. This allows for meaningful comparison of financial performance over time. So if you want to compare 2 accounting years, how you have prepared, how you have performed rather, then it will be easier if you have the consistent accounting policies and methods. Okay. Next assumption is accrual assumption. What you have to write is transactions are recorded when they occur, that is, when revenue is earned or expenses incurred, not when cash is received or paid. So that is the accrual assumption. This is the core of accounting. Okay, accrual assumption is the core of accounting. It states that transactions are recorded in the books of accounts when they occur. So it will be recorded only when they occur, not when the cash is received or paid. This is why we have concepts of outstanding expenses and accrued income. So these are the 3 fundamental accounting assumptions or concepts. 21B. Explain any 3 accounting principles. Answer A. Business entity principle. The business is treated as a separate entity distinct from its owner. Personal transactions of the owner are not recorded in the business books. This means that for accounting purposes, the business is treated as a separate entity from its owner. That is why owner's personal expenses are not recorded in the books of accounts. Money measurement principles. B. Okay. Only those transactions and events that can be measured in terms of money are recorded in the books of accounts. This means that an accounting system only records facts and events that can be expressed in monetary value. For example, things like employee skill or management quality will not be recorded because they are all quality. Okay, they cannot be expressed in money. So these things will not be recorded. Next, third principle which we are going to take is accounting period principle. The life of a business is divided into smaller equal periods like 12 months to measure its performance and position periodically. A business has a long life. We start a business so that we can run it for a long period of time, right? But we divide it into smaller periods like 12 months. This allows us to prepare financial statements like the P and L account and balance sheet for each period, that is for 12 months, either from Jan to December or April to March, whatever financial year you take, to measure their performance of the business. So these are the 3 accounting principles. You can choose to answer either option A or option B in your exam. Let's solve a question on petty cash book. Mr. Mohit, the petty cashier of Mr. Samaira Traders, received 2000 on May 2017 from the head cashier. For the month, details of petty expenses are listed here under. So this 2000 rupees which is given here is your impressed amount or the petty cash fund. Okay. So the lists are like this: date, details, and amount. Let's see the question now. May 2017 is the period, and on May 2nd, auto fare of rupees 55, May 3rd, courier services 40, then postal stamps 105, erasers, sharpeners or pencils or pads bought for 225, speed post charges 98, taxi fare it is 195, refreshments it is 85, auto fare 60, registered postal charges 42, telegram charges 34, cartage 25, computer stationery 165, bus fare 24, STD call charges 87, office sanitation including disinfectant 60, refreshment 45, photostating charges, that is photocopy charges or the Xerox charges, all the same, okay, 47 rupees, courier services 40, unloading charges 40, and the last for the month is bus fare rupees 15. Let us analyze each of the expenses and see under or how many columns we have to open for all these expenses together. First, it is auto fare. For auto fare, we will open conveyance column. Courier services, we are going to open postage column. Okay, eraser, sharpeners, pencils or pads, for that we are going to open stationery column. Say C stands for conveyance, P stands for postage and S stands for stationery. Speed post charges will go under postage. Taxi fare will go under conveyance. Refreshments will go under miscellaneous column. Okay, see refreshments, there are no more refreshments here, so that we are taking it to miscellaneous expense. Auto fare will go under conveyance column. Registered postal charges will go under postage column. By this time you must be telling me telegram, before I tell, goes under postage. Telegram goes under a new column called telephone and telegram. Okay, so open telephone and telegram. Cartage goes under miscellaneous. Since there are no other cartage expenses, we are directly taking to miscellaneous. Computer stationery will go under stationery column. Bus fare will go under conveyance. STD call charges will go under telephone and telegram, TNT. Office sanitation including disinfectant, miscellaneous. Refreshment, miscellaneous. Photostating charges, courier charges, miscellaneous. Photostating charges is photocopy or Xerox charges, miscellaneous. Courier services to postage. Unloading charges to miscellaneous. Bus fare to conveyance. Let us see how to make the petty cash book now. This is the solution. So as per the format which we have seen, first we have to write the company name, book of CMA of traders. What we are opening? Petty cash book. So we have to open columns of amount received, date, particulars, voucher number, from which voucher number we have taken that particular expense, that we have to write. This we cannot fill it now because we are not writing from the voucher. In the actual business, we will be writing the voucher number. Amount paid, analysis of payments. So we saw some columns to be open. No? So those columns should be open. 5 columns we saw. For this problem, postage, telephone and telegram, conveyance, stationery and miscellaneous expenses. First, on here you write the month May 2017. On May 1, we received a cash impressed amount of 2000 rupees. Write it here onto the extreme left. So this will be your debit and these are all your credit, or else this will be your receipt. And analysis of payment will be your payment side when you compare this with your cash book. Okay, first is auto fare of rupees 55 on May 2nd. So on May 2nd, auto fare under the particulars column 55 rupees, and 55 rupees should go under conveyance column in the sub column. Next, courier services of 40. 3rd May, courier services under the amount paid 40 rupees, under the sub column postage you have to fill it up. Next, postal stamps on May 4th 105, date column 4, particulars postal stamps, amount is 105, under postage column fill 105. Next, erasers, sharpeners, pencils, pads 225, date, erasers, sharpeners, pencils, pads under particulars column 225, it will go under stationery. Next is speed post charges of rupees 98. Speed post charges, fill the date column, under the particulars write speed post charges 95, it will go to 98, it will go under postage. Next, taxi fare of rupees 195. fill the date column, particulars taxi fare, amount is 195, it will go under conveyance. Refreshments of rupees 85. Write the date, refreshments under particular column 85, it will go under miscellaneous expenses. Next, auto fare of rupees 60. Auto fare of rupees 60 will go under conveyance column. Registered postal charge 42. Particulars registered postal charge, fill the date 42, it will go under postage. Then telegram. Telegram of rupees 34 will go under telegram, telephone and telegram column 34 rupees. Next, cartage 25 rupees on 14th May. Fill the date 14th May, particulars cartage. Amount is rupees 25, it will go under miscellaneous column. Next, computer stationery of rupees 165. Computer stationery, fill the date column of 165 will go under stationery. Next, bus fare. Bus fare is 24. Bus fare, particulars, fill the date of 24 rupees. We all know under which column it goes, right? Correct, conveyance column, right under the conveyance columns. Column. Next, STD call charges of rupees 87. STD call charges 87 rupees will come under telephone and telegram. Next, office sanitation including disinfectant, rupees 60. Under particulars column, write office sanitation and disinfectant. Write the date, 60 rupees, it will go under miscellaneous column. Next, refreshment of rupees 45. Date, refreshment 45, it will go under miscellaneous expenses column. Photo starting charges or the Xerox charges 47. Under the particulars, write photo starting charges. Okay, 47 rupees, it will go under miscellaneous expenses. Courier charges of 40. Write the date, courier charges, under particulars column 40, it will go under postage. Unloading charges of 40. Write the date, unloading charges of 40 will go under miscellaneous expenses. And the last expense for the month is bus fare, 15 rupees. 30th May, bus fare, 15 rupees will go under conveyance. Now, you total the amount received column, it is 2000 rupees. Amount paid column, you total it is 1487. Postage column, if you total it is 325. Telephone and telegram, it is 121. Conveyance, if you total it is 349. Stationery, if you total it is 390. And miscellaneous expenses, if you total it is 302. So all these total together should equal to 1487. Okay. Now 1487 is the total expenses incurred. What is the balance carried down? On 31st May, balance carried down is take the 2000 rupees total on both the sides, on amount received and amount paid. And if you deduct 2000 from 1487, on 31st May, balance carried down is 513. This is the balance we have. On 1st June, balance brought down is onto the left side. Amount received column, we have to take the balance brought down, rub everything so that it will be easier for you to understand. See, on 31st May, balance carried down is 513. This has to be brought down to the next month. No? On 1st June, balance brought down onto the amount received column is 513. Now we should maintain a balance of how much? 2000 rupees. So on the 1st of June, you receive cash 1487. These two together will give 2000 rupees. That is your impressed cash. 3 marks question is over. Now we are going to solve 4 mark questions. Question 23 is a choice question. So you can either write A or B. Now let us see A. Define accounting. Explain any 3 limitations of accounting. When they say define accounting, you have to write definition as such. You cannot make any change. Okay. You have to by heart and write. You don't have any other way. So the answer is, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, accounting is the art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least a financial character and interpreting the results thereof. So write this definition without any change. Next, they have asked for any 3 limitations. The limitations which we are going to take now is accounting is not fully exact. See, accounting is based on many estimates and judgments like calculating depreciation or anticipating bad debts, meaning the final figures are not 100% precise. So, depreciation you are going to calculate. For example, if you are going to calculate using straight line method, you will have one depreciated value of asset and actual market value of the asset also you know. Sometimes market value may be lesser than the depreciated value or vice versa also. So, the results will not be 100% precise. That is why we say accounting is not fully exact. Next, unrealistic information. For example, we all know that assets are recorded at the historical cost, which may be much lower than their market value. presenting a picture that is not entirely realistic. Okay, accounting ignores the qualitative elements. It focuses solely only on monetary transactions, overlooking vital factors like employee morale, management efficiency, or customer satisfaction, which are crucial for businesses' overall health, but that cannot be measured in money. So it takes only the money trade transaction, that is monetary transactions, and it ignores all the qualitative characteristics of the business. 23b. Discuss in brief the qualitative characteristic of accounting information. So the answer first one is reliability. Information is verifiable, neutral, and represents faithfully what it purports to. So information should be verifiable with the other past data or with the accounting data you have with you, okay, and neutral. It should not be biased, represents faithfully. There should not be any fudging of accounts, and what it purports to, what it is, what is the purpose of that accounting information, that should be met with that, okay. Relevance, capable of influencing decisions by having predictive or confirmatory value, predictive for the future and confirmatory value for the past, and must be material, okay. Next, understandability, presented clearly and concisely for users with reasonable business knowledge. So, the accounting information which you give now, it should be clear and it should be to the point for the users, like for the management or for the shareholders. Okay, it should be clearly presented and the purpose should be met for what this accounting information is prepared, and it should be prepared with the reasonable business knowledge. Next, comparability enables users to identify trends over time and differences between companies through consistent application of policies. So it has to be compared, comparability. The accounting information should be compared. Enough, the data in the accounting information should be enough to be compared over time. That is from the for the past period, or it should be easier for us to project for the future period also. And it should be comparable with other companies, similar companies who are competitive to us. Okay. These are all the four qualitative characteristics of accounting information, and these are a robust tool for analysis and informed decision making for the business. Question 24. Pass the journal entries for the following transaction. A. Purchase goods to Veera for rupees 80,000 plus IGST at 18% at 10% rate discount and 3% cash discount. Half the amount paid at the time of purchase. B. Kiran is declared insolvent, received from his official receiver 75 paise in a rupee on debt of rupees 50,000. C. Bricks, cements, etc. for rupees 3 lakhs and timber for rupees 4 lakhs purchased for construction of building. Payment was made by check. D. Salaries due to staff rupees 50,000. Let's see the solution. We are going to take the first transaction first. Okay, so the transaction is purchase goods to Veera for rupees 80,000 plus IGST at 18% at 10% trade discount and 3% cash discount. Half the amount paid at the time of purchase. So you have purchased for 80,000 and you have received a trade discount of 10%. 10% of 80,000 is 8,000. When you receive a trade discount, that will not be reflected in the journal entry. Only the net amount 72,000 will be taken as purchases. Most of the students will make mistake here. That is why I am emphasizing trade discount will not be taken to the journal entry. Only the net amount will be taken. Okay. Do not make any mistake. So purchase is an expense. So you have to debit purchase account with 72,000. Next, there is a IGST of 18%. When you purchase, it is input IGST. So you have to calculate 72,000 into 18%. It is 12,960. Input IGST is an expense, so it will also be debited. Input IGST account debit 12,960. We have finished the debit part. Now, let us see the credit side of the journal entry. Okay. Next, what we have done here, we have received 3% cash discount. Half the amount is paid at the time of purchase. So total amount is 72,000 plus 12,960. It is 84,960. That divided by 2 is 42,480. So only half amount is paid. No, other half amount is pending. So we have to pay to Veera. Veera is our creditor. So creditor will always be credited. So to Veera account 42,480. Next, we have paid the half amount, but we have received a cash discount of 3%. So for half amount is 42,480. On that 3% is 1274. This will be your discount. When you deduct 42,480 minus 1274, you get 41,206. Only 41,206 you would have paid. Okay. This discount is a discount received. So when you receive discount, it is an income, right? For the amount paid to be paid, you are going to pay lesser amount. So discount received is an income. We credit all income. So in the journal entry, we to discount receipt 1274. Next, we have paid cash. The golden rule is credit what goes out. What is going out here? To cash account. Cash is going out to cash account 41206. Okay. When you add 42,480 plus 41,206 plus 1274, you will get 84,960. Okay. So your debit side will be equal to the credit side. Your journal entry is tallied. The narration is being goods purchased from Veera on credit and cash with trade discount, IGST and cash discount. Next, B transaction. Kiran is declared insolvent, received from his official receiver 75 paise in a rupee on debt of rupees 50,000. So Kiran is supposed to pay us 50,000, but we have received only 75% of that. 75 in a rupee means 75%. So 50,000 into 75% is 37,500. 50,000 less 37,500 is 12,500. This will be our bad debts. Okay, let's see how to pass a journal entry. We have received cash of 37,500. So the rule is debit what comes in, cash comes in. So you have to debit cash account 30,000, 37,500. Next, bad debts is a loss. Bad debts amount is 12,500 debited. Bad debts account debit is 12,500 and credit the giver. Who is giving us? Kiran. To Kiran account 50,000. Narration is being 75 paise in a rupee received from official receiver of Kiran who is declared insolvent and the balance written off as bad debt. Brick, cement, etc. for rupees 3 lakhs and timber 4 lakhs purchased for the construction of building. So these are all used only for the construction of the building. So 3 lakhs plus 4 lakhs, 7 lakhs should be taken to the building account. Building is an asset, so it has to be debited. Building account debit 7 lakhs. Okay, and then payment was made by checks. That means payment has gone from the bank. The golden rule is credit what goes out. Money is going out from where? Bank. So to bank account 7 lakhs. Narration is being brick, cement, timber, etc. purchased for construction of building. We have come to the last part of the question. Salary due to staff, rupees 50,000. Salary due to staff means outstanding salary. Okay. So, outstanding salary is a liability which we have to pay. So, it will be credited. First, salary is an expense. So, that has to be debited. Salary account debit 50,000 debited since it is an expense. And this outstanding salary is yet to be paid. We have not paid. So, it has to be credited because it is a liability. Outstanding salary rupees 50,000. And the narration is being salary due to staff. Question 25. From the following transactions, prepare Mr. Suryakant's ledger account. 2019. March 1, owed money to Mr. Suryakant rupees 1 lakh. March 4, bought goods from Mr. Suryakant rupees 50,000 at 10% rate discount plus 12% IGST. March 10, returned goods to Mr. Suryakant rupees 10,000 list price. March 15, paid to Mr. Suryakant by check in full settlement and discount received at 10%. In the question, they have asked us to open the Suryakant account. First, on March 1, they have given owed money to Mr. Suryakant rupees 1 lakh. This means that we are liable to pay him. This is the opening balance. Since we are liable to pay him, it will be a credit balance. Buy balance brought down rupees 1 lakh. Next, bought goods from Mr. Suryakant rupees 50,000 at 10% trade discount plus 12% IGST. First, we will take this trade discount. As I told you, trade discount will not be taken into the books of accounts. So we have to take that trade discount part out. So 50,000 is a purchase price. Trade discount is 10% of 50,000, 5,000. So 45,000 will be your purchase price. Okay. In the ledger, in the journal, you will debit your purchases. So in the ledger of Suryakant account, you will be crediting purchases. By purchases account, 45,000. By this time, students, you should be thorough with the posting of ledger accounts without doing the journal entries. Okay. You have to practice more. If you are not thorough, please practice more. Next, there is a 12% of IGST. So IGST will be on 45,000 into 12%, it is 5,400. Again, IGST is an expense. It will be debited in the journal. So in the ledger, it will be credited by input IGST 5,400. This is purchases. So it will be input IGST. Next, returned goods by Mr. Suryakant rupees 10,000 list price. List price means that is the original price before the trade discount. So we have to take the trade discount part out because trade discount is not taken into the books of accounts. Okay, so 10,000 trade discount is how much? 10%. 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So you have to take only 9,000 rupees as purchase return. Purchase return is opposite of purchases. So it will be credited in the journal. In the ledger, it will be debited. On March 10th, to purchase return account, 9,000 rupees. On that, there will be IGST. No, even when you return, it will be IGST will be calculated. 9,000 into 12%, it is 1,080. So that input IGST will usually be debited. Now you are returning it. So it will be credited in the journal. So in the ledger, it will be debited to input IGST 1,080 rupees. Next, on March 15th, paid to Mr. Suryakant by check in full settlement at 10%. Discount received at 10%. So 1,50,400 is the total amount on the credit side. When you deduct 9,000 and 1,080 from 1,50,400, you get 1,40,320. This is the amount due to Mr. Suryakant. But on this amount, you have received a trade discount of 10%. So on this 10%, it is 1,14,032. That is discount receipt. Discount receipt will be credited in your journal. So in the ledger, it will be debited to discount receipt 14,032 and 1,40,320 less 14,032 is 126,388. That is the amount you have paid to Mr. Suryakant. So when you pay the amount, it is credit what goes out. It will be credited in the journal. So in the ledger, it will be debited to bank account on March 15th, 1,26,288. When you total, both the debit side and the credit side will tally. Let's do a question on double column cash book. The following transactions related to Messrs. Tools India on September 1, 2017 bank balance 42,000. So this is the opening balance of the bank and they have not told specifically whether it is debit balance or credit balance. So we take this as a positive balance, that is debit balance. Okay. Next, cash balance on September 1 is 15,000. September 4, purchase goods by check 12,000. September 8, sale of goods for cash 6,000. September 13, purchase machinery by check 5,500. September 16, sold goods received check deposited same day 4,500. September 17th, purchase goods from Rudula in cash 17,400. September 24th, check given to Rohit 1,500. September 27th, cash withdrawn from bank 10,000. September 30, rent paid by check 2,500. September 30, paid salary 3,500. We are going to do the solution now. So we are opening a cash book which has 10 columns, DR on the left side, on CR on the right side. Then columns are date, receipts, LF, cash, bank on the left side, and on the right side it is date, payments, LF, cash, bank. Okay, first is on September 1, bank balance. They have not mentioned it as OD, so we have a debit balance. It is the opening balance. So on September 1, two balance brought down under the bank column 42,000. Next, cash balance also, its opening balance, debit balance. Two balance brought down under the cash column, same, we are maintaining the same two balance brought down under the cash column, it is 15,000. Next is purchase goods by check, 12,000 rupees. So purchased goods by check means it should come on the payment side under the bank column. On September 4, under the payment side by purchases, bank column 12,000 rupees. Next is sale of goods for cash 6,000 rupees. It should come on the receipts column under the cash column. Okay. So under the receipts side, in the receipt side, on September 8th, two sales under the cash column 6,000 rupees. Next, on September 13, purchase machinery by check. So you have purchase machinery. When you purchase goods, it will be transferred to purchases account. So goods if you purchase, it will be transferred to purchases account. Whereas if you purchase machinery, then it should be transferred to, it's an asset, it should be transferred to the machinery account only. It's not the goods. Okay. So purchase machinery will go to the payment side. Okay. Payment side under the bank column. On September 13, buy machinery 5,500 under the bank column. See here. Next, sold goods and received check deposited same day 4,400. So you have sold goods by check. Okay. So now on September 16th, two sales. Sold goods means under the receipt side bank column. in the receipt side, 2 sales. Under the bank column, you have 4,500 rupees. Next one, on September 17th, purchase goods from Mridula in cash 17,400. So this will come on the payment side under the cash column. Purchased goods. So see here, purchased goods means it will be taken to purchases account. So to buy purchases under the payment side 17,400 on 17th September. On 20th September, purchase stationery by check. So here purchase stationery. Now take it to the payment side under the bank column. Since it is by check, you are taking it to the bank column. Stationery, you can open an account called stationery. September 20 by stationery. Under the bank column, it is 1100. Next, check given to Rohit. So you have given check to Rohit. What is the entry? Rohit has received the check. So I will explain it. Rohit has received the check. Okay, so it is a expense for you, payment for you. Okay, so under the payment side, bank column, we have given check, no? Under the payment side, bank column. By Rohit, see here, by Rohit on September 24th, 1,500. Cash withdrawn from bank. When cash is withdrawn from bank, what is the entry? Cash will increase, so cash account debit to bank. Right? Already I have explained contra entry. So now its cash is going to increase. So on September 27th, what is opposite of cash here? Bank. Bank is credited here. So here you have to write in the debit side to bank. In the ledger folio side, write C, and your cash is going to increase. So write 10,000 rupees. Similarly, here on the payment side, on September 27th, by cash, contra under the bank column 10,000 because bank balance is going to be reduced. So you are writing under the bank column. Okay, rent paid by check. It should be under the payment side bank column. So by rent 2,500. Next, paid salary 3,500. Again, payment side cash column. They have not mentioned whether it is by check, so we are taking it to the cash column. So on 30th September, by salary under the cash column 3,500 rupees. Okay, on seeing both the sides of the cash column, first we will do the cash column. Okay, on seeing both the sides of the cash column, we see debit side has more total. So we take debit side total 31,000 on the both sides. Then we deduct 31,000 from the credit side. 17,400 minus 3,500. We get 10,100 as the balance. So it is a 30th September balance. By balance carried down 10,100. And here on 1st October, to balance brought down 10,100. Similarly, bank column also, when you see, your debit side has more total. So take the debit side total 46,500 to both the sides. Now deduct 46,500 from all these things. 12,000, 3,000, 5,500, 1,100, 1,500, 10,000 and 2,500. You have a balance of 13,900. So under the same by balance carried down, you are writing 13,900 and it will be brought forward on October 1st. To balance brought down under the bank column, same row you maintain 13,900. So with this we are completing double column cash book. If you would like to inquire about the online classes which I take or to get more worksheets, you can contact us at acc.wiseacademy@gmail.com.